Guys, what's going on? Donald Evans here from Donnie Live, and I just want to start this thing off by saying thank you to everybody who came out and supported my first video. First vid, 280 views, channel got 60 subscribers off the rip. I can't thank you guys enough. You are making this a lot more enjoyable. Anyways though, for everyone who was anticipating and waiting on this next video to be posted, I want to apologize for the wait. Because honestly, I had a whole other video before this one I was working on, and due to a lack of discipline, I just got super sidetracked and it got super delayed and just pushed off to the side. And that's exactly what this video is going to be about. This is going to be one of those advice videos that I was saying that I was going to do. This video is just going to be about how I got off track, what I did to correct myself, how I'm going to avoid it next time, and the benefits of being a well-disciplined person for yourself, for the people around you. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. And I hope you guys are ready for it, because it's going to be a good one. So, like, just imagine, like, swimming in a river. And, you know, there's always going to be a current. But imagine swimming in a river, and it's a calmer current, and all of a sudden, your foot, it just starts off with just your foot. You get sucked into a stronger one, and all of a sudden, your whole body is getting sucked and sucked and sucked into it deeper and deeper. That's kind of the situation. That's kind of what the situation was like when I went on this binge. It started off on a Wednesday. And, you know, I got caught up doing something that I had no business in doing, but I was like, hey, what's one night going to hurt? Obviously, it did a lot, but I got convinced by some people or friends drinking till about 3 a.m., and it all went downhill after that. I mean, dude, it literally sent me on a 6-day binge party, and, like, I'm just going to keep on saying it because I just got to keep reminding myself as well as y'all, but dude, like that one tiny slip up, just one day, led me into a 6-day binge, and it's like the smallest decisions you make can really affect you long term. I mean, in those 6 days, I spent over $400 on alcohol, gas, etc. Stuff that's not going to help me in my future. I missed out on opportunities to make money. I gained about 7 pounds back from just drinking and recovering. I mean, dude, I can go on with the list of negatives, and I don't even want to because I know what they are. And it just sucks. It's kind of one of those things that just kills your confidence all the way out. And you know, you just got to be really careful about those things. But the good thing, and I guess the best thing, is that I ended up figuring out that I was on a bad track and going down a bad path. And I mean, 6 days seems like a long time, but some people go on for weeks without even noticing. And I'm glad I caught it early enough. And you know, I had to correct my behavior, and to correct it, I did a number of things, but let's get into that. Now that I'm making this video, I've obviously regained control. I'm feeling a little bit more confident. For the past 2 days, I've been back on track, just, you know, completely, like, isolating myself and just doing everything that I need to be doing. But it sucks because it's almost like Tuesday when I woke up, it's like I wasn't just waking up from sleep, but it's like I was waking up and coming back from a whole different world, because, like, I just started thinking about it, and I was like, man, so much time just went down the drain, and I'm working so hard to make up for all the lost ground that I have to recover. And you know, it's like working twice as hard, because people think once you take a loss, you just got to make up for what you lost, but you got to realize that time keeps going. So here's what you lost, and then here's also what you have to gain. So you got to work twice as hard in that shorter amount of time in order to get back to where you were going to be before you even took that L, if that makes sense. I hope y'all are following me. But, like, it just sucks. So the number one thing that I'm doing now is just staying on top of myself and just being honest with myself, being real with yourself. Because once I realized that I had an issue going on, you just had to take action right then and there, and that's how I'm correcting it. Now, what's even more important than correcting it is preventing it from happening next time, and let's talk about that. So a huge part of correcting the wrongs that I made in these past few days is also making sure that I'm going to prevent it from happening next time. So there's 3 main things that I'm doing, and like I just said previously, the first one is just being completely honest with myself. You know when a situation is going to end well or horribly for you. Everyone knows, and you can't sit here and tell me you don't. You get that little feeling in your gut, and you're like, I shouldn't be doing this, but you're like, forget it. You know what I mean? And you just go ahead and you do it because you're like, you know, it's whatever. I'm young. I only live once. And that's exactly why you shouldn't be making these mistakes this early on. Wait till later on in your life to make these mistakes. Wait till later on in your life to have fun. You know, and just being honest with yourself and just knowing what's really going to come from the situation that you're putting yourself in. Another main thing that I'm doing is isolating myself and just taking away all my freedom and just only focusing on what I need to do, not really having any fun, which sounds a little harsh at first, but this is only a temporary thing for now until I gain back full control, like so I gain all control on the reins, you know. So I'm not partying, I'm not really hanging out with too many friends, I'm not going to be drinking, I'm not going to be smoking, I'm not even really going to be seeing anyone. I'm just going to be focused on what I need to do in order to make money, in order to get better at jiu-jitsu, in order to spend more time with my family and my loved one, my girl, and just in order to make myself a better person, you know. And like I said, it sounds harsh, but focusing on yourself is probably one of the very best things you can do. The last thing that I'm doing to just stay on track and just make sure I prevent this behavior from going on is just visible reminders. So it's easier for me to show you rather than tell you. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna take you outside and let y'all see my blackboard in my room. All right, I'm not gonna let you guys see my whole room because it's kind of messy, but you know, this is my whole blackboard right here, and this is just the type of inspiration I wake up to. I wake up every morning, and this is like one of the first things I see after praying. You know, so I got this list of just like stay on track things: no weed, no drinking, scratch it out because it's personal, but no lacking, and just more discipline. You know what I mean? Like, this is no joke. Like, it's something that I've had even before I was gonna like make this video. I woke up Tuesday morning and I wrote this. Things I need to do better at. I need to stay more consistent with YouTube. I want to get a different job at UPS. I want to focus more on jiu-jitsu. I want to spend more time with my girl, and that's also personal. Let me just erase that. But a little inspiration from my girl and a little note to myself. It says, do better for yourself, bro. Stop getting caught up in the distractions. You're a king. Carry yourself like one. Show everyone what separates you from the crowd. We're going to go back outside so I can finish speaking on this, but one last look on it. This is a picture of me and Shelby. She's adorable. So yeah, when I say visible reminders, you know, just like visible physical things you can touch, read, see. It doesn't even have to be anything with words, you know. Like, I mean, I do a lot of stuff with words because that's what influences me the most. But it could be something a dear loved one gave to you. You know, if you have like some memorabilia from a grandfather or grandmother who passed away, I also have something like that. When I look at those things or I touch those things, I'm like, this is like, you know, you wanted me to do better for myself. This is why I'm doing better. Have reminders all around you. Don't surround yourself with shit that's just going to want to make you party and stuff. Have things around you that's going to want to make you do better and improve on yourself. And that's basically everything I got just for prevention and correction of my behavior. But this is going to be my favorite part. Let's get straight into the benefits of what being a disciplined person does for you and does for the people around you. So at the beginning of the video, I kind of talked about like my confidence spiraling downward, but when you're disciplined, it actually does the exact opposite. When you are on top of your shit, it does the exact opposite. My confidence shoots through the roof because when you're taking care of business and handling everything you're supposed to and just being a responsible adult like we should be at this age, you know, it brings like a good feeling into your life and into your days. Like, literally, it's kind of unmatched. I mean, I can't really like think to word it any better than what I already have. I mean, it's just a great feeling. Your confidence literally shoots through the roof. Not to mention that whenever you're on track and you're doing everything that you're supposed to, it seems as if opportunities start to fall into your lap more. Doors start to open up more just because of the actions and that you're taking and the way that you're carrying yourself. Not to mention, and this ties hand in hand with that, if you're a religious person, you know, feel free to listen to this. If not, you can skip over this part. But it seems like when you're disciplined and when you're on track doing what you're supposed to, it's almost easier for God's blessings to rain down on you. I mean, it just seems like who wants, and think about it like this, God's going to love us regardless, but who wants to help anyone who doesn't want to help themselves? You can't pray for something and not put in any work towards that and think you're going to get it. That's not how blessings work. It's just, that's just get that idea out of your head. But lastly though, it just overall raises the quality of your life. You're a better influence to yourself, and you're a better influence and inspiration to the people around you. You don't want people surrounding you that are, you know, no bueno, like they just want to party, they just want to drink, they just want to smoke, yada yada yada. Those people, surround yourself with people like that, just should never be on your list of things you want to do. And if it is, then you need to take a hard look at your life and just maybe try to reevaluate it, unless, and I don't mean to sound harsh, you want to be a loser for the rest of your life.
Seriously, what the fuck are you doing?
But that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm glad that I was able to catch this and get back on track, and I'm glad that I had a teachable moment that I found for myself that I got to share with y'all so early in this YouTube channel. That's basically all I have to say though, and I just want to appreciate everyone who stood for this entire video, who stayed for this entire video, and just thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that video that I mentioned earlier that I was working on is going to be up and posted soon, so be looking out for that. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and thanks for coming.